that is like preserved today. And I was telling you that the reason why Rotehnburg is of such an importance is this one of the medieval cities that have the original architecture preserved. Not many cities had that destiny, but it was like to thank the U.S. military, and especially John McCloy. That was the name of the soldier. He was I don't know how it was like the military structure at that time, but he was some kind of like secretary of the war, or that kind of role. So he was more or less like an advisor, but he was also in the military. But he advised this like a bombing artillery that kind of had a plan to bomb Rotehnburg. He managed to stop them and to try and to kind of use another tactic in order to lure all the Nazis from Rotehnburg and to make them surrender and give back the city. So that is what they did, and there is a lot of like especially like from the US like tourists, then a lot of like bloggers that kind of came to Rotehnburg, and according to the like US records, 6 soldiers came to Rotehnburg, and they were sent to ask for surrender from the Nazis. The soldiers that came, they were from Illinois, from Pennsylvania, and from one other state that I forgot, but I will double check. But I know that Illinois and Pennsylvania, and they were like, it was just like six of them, and once they arrived, they managed to kind of get the city, as all the soldiers that were in Rotehnburg, they were also like fed up with the war, and they just wanted to, they understood that they lost the war, so it was just, a matter of time when they're going to lose it and not to lose their lives. That was like the agreement. If they give the city, they will be spared, so they will like survive, and they will be like arrested, but they will not be killed at the spot. So that is what they did, and yes, so that was like the point where like John McCloy's saving Rotehnburg from bombing by the Allied forces. He became an honorary citizen, as someone from the States. That never really happened, like anytime, in Rotehnburg, never again. But after the Second World War, he was proclaimed as the honorary citizen of Rotehnburg. So this city is really, really one of a kind. It has this beautiful medieval architecture. Everything is original, and what was destroyed, which was maybe like a couple of like percentage of the city, that was easily reconstructed. So where we will be, and in the old town, and in the city center, everything that you're seeing is basically from the 12th century onwards. They had another event on which the whole identity of Rotehnburg is based on, and it is a story during the 30 Years' War. There were in the 17th century, General Tilly came to Rotehnburg and wanted to seize Rotehnburg with like 40,000 soldiers that were like around the city walls. And the mayor, the duke at the time of Rotehnburg he was like named the Major Nush, and General Tilly said to them that they need to surrender, that they seize the city, and so on. And the kind of agreement was, and what Nush said to him was that he is capable of drinking 3.5 liters of wine in one gulp, in one go. And then if he managed to do so, that the lives of the people in Rotehnburg will be spared, and they will be they will have the ability to flee the city and not to be killed on their way. And General Tully thought that it's like impossible to drink 3 liters of wine, but of course Nush managed to do so. So he drank 3.5 liters of wine, and of course that is now like a legend that is very strongly celebrated in Rotehnburg through different wine festivals. So it is like a wine valley, wine region as well here in Bavaria, with wines really very good and very tasty, so you can have them for lunch. You can ask for some recommendation of a local wine. So next to above the Tauber River, you have like a valley, the similar thing we saw, for example, in Elbe when we were in Dresden, or in Rhine. So it's not like such a wide river, yeah, but still it is one of very important kind of connections here in Bavaria. Now this legend about General Tali and the wine drinking is commemorated also with the glockenspiel. There is like a glockenspiel, this cuckoo clock in the city center of Rotehnburg that is like starting, and it kind of plays every hour from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. every day. So like when we arrive, it's going to be like 10 a.m. Okay, we are going to miss that one, but then it should start again at 11. I will show you where it's going to play, but it's on the main square, and if you come around 11, you will see a lot of people standing and looking up, so that means that the glockenspiel is somewhere there, but I will show you. And that is the whole glockenspiel is just like a play of like mugs and this event of the drinking of 3.5 liters of wine. Speaking about wine, the other kind of delicacy here, but I would not say delicacy, I would say that it's like a warfare or something that you could bring to war as their local dessert. It is called Schneebollen, but do not let it fool you, because it is literally such a weird dessert. It looks amazing, and how it looks, the taste is the quite opposite. And if you start to eat that, you start to choke, because it's like dry as sand, and then as you choke, you're kind of inhaling the powdered sugar like that's coming into your nostrils, and it's literally like, you know, people would die from it, I think. So you have like a hazard of eating Schneebollen, and it's really terrible, and then everything like gets into your hair, and this like powdered sugar is like all around you, and it's crazy dessert. But I don't know, they made it, it's like a round ball, but really it's so dry, like you want to drink, I don't know, like the 3.5 liters of water after that. So okay, if you want and if you hate yourself, do try that. But if you do try, then just have a cup of tea or a glass of water, or I don't know, like just or yeah, you have a toothbrush, you know, just to remove all that sugar. So either way, that is their local dessert, but it's such a scam. Like I really, when I came, I was that, you know, like when they were in like cartoons, when their eyes get all big and they have the image of the thing they're seeing, you know, in a much like larger size. So that happened to me first time I saw Schneebollen, and I was like, oh my god, Schneebollen, like it looks amazing, like I want 10 of them. And then I had one of them, and I was just like, okay, what in this like bloody dessert is this? But either way, it is their kind of local thing, and it is like the idea of the dessert is that it is like snowball. It means snowball in like translation, and that is all kind of celebrating this Christmas tradition and Christmas kind of lifestyle. Especially here in Rotehnburg, there is one of the largest Christmas markets in Germany and one of the most beautiful ones, and the whole kind of Christmas idea and Christmas market with these Christmas shops just adds to the value and to the overall experience. So when we come there, we will be going and we will be parking on a parking lot, and that is like a large parking lot, and they did surrender because no one wanted to have and to see Rotehnburg destroyed, as it was a threat given by the US that it's going to be leveled if they don't like cooperate. But like the beauty of Rotehnburg was such a like a big thing even at that time. When you didn't even have so much like advocacy for, you know, preservation of heritage, it was just like pure, genuine beauty of the town. So because of this understanding, we have Rotehnburg, and we can now enjoy Rotehnburg as it was and still is one of the most beautiful cities in Germany. So already now you can see a little bit of the fortification walls and system of Rotehnburg, and there is like a moat around it. In some parts it is like surrounded with water, and some parts are not, but it is a fortified kind of settlement. As you know, and you already learned that when you see a burg, it means that it's like a fortress, or it was a fortress before, but it means that it was a fortified. So we will park here, and then the washrooms are just straight ahead.
Ito na yun.
Baka yun.
Yes, you can see in the different houses. That's in the detail the year when the house was built. So, or like who built it, but also you can always see it's like for the 13th century, 14th, and so on. So this one is also 13th.
Ja, bitte. Ja, das auch Kaffee.
Was like referring to the central gate of the city, and that was also the water supply. Where you see the barrels, that was the wells of the city. So they would come there and collect water, and the kind of stone part over there that was like for cleaning and washing clothes in the medieval ages next to the water line. See over there with that like wooden rooftop. Yeah.
¿La puerta dónde estará? ¿Por ahí?
Dice que a las 11 van a salir del Kikú, ¿no?
Sí. Mira.
Además de la torre se mira puro árbol, ¿no?
Pura, sí, hierbas.